Hey, this is Rich over at TV People Live. No, actually, it really is Rich. See, I'm sitting here with my mom. I'm giving you the peace sign. And this is Photoshop Elements Tutorials Group. And we're going to jump right in with today's poster. No, it isn't today's poster. It's actually me. And what I want to do is I went to dinner with my uncle, and my uncle took a picture of me and my mom and my auntie, and then I took a picture of my uncle and my auntie. How do we merge these pictures together so it looks like we're all sitting in the same place? Let's do that really quick here. So what I'm going to do is first cut them out of this picture and place them on top of this picture. Hopefully it'll look like they're in the same place. So let's go ahead and give it a try. I'm going to try to keep some of this table so that we can like merge it out or make it match somehow. So let's go back to this one here. And let's start by taking the eraser. I'm going to unlock the picture so that when we erase, we see the transparency. And just like cut them out, leaving a portion of the table. So let's see if we can do something like this. I'm not going to be too direct yet, as I don't know how it's going to match with the other photo. And I'm going to go from here straight across off the picture like that. And now that we got them erased out, I'm going to take the polygon tool and the polygon lasso, and I'm going to cut them out completely by lassoing it from here, boom, across like that. Once I get to the end here, I'll double click. Let's pull out a little bit. I'm going to right click and say copy. And that basically made a copy of the portion that we wanted to keep. Now let's go ahead and drag this portion that we cut out and bring it over to the other photo, and let's drop it right in. Now obviously the size is going to be a little different, but all we got to do is go like this, bring it a little bit smaller until it fits a matching point here. All we got to do is zoom in and do some fixing here on the top. We'll take the lower layer and the smudge brush, and let's bring this down to like a 100 point and watch what happens behind them. I just smudge that down to behind them and you can't even tell. I actually might bring this down to 50% so I can see what's behind what I'm erasing. And once I bring it back up to 100%, I can turn the bottom off, and now I see exactly what I need to get rid of. And hit delete. Turn the back on, and that's not too bad. I might take the smudge brush here, smudge this a little bit so it looks more natural, like that, and work our way down to the other portion of the photo that we can fix. And once we finished erasing it, turn off the background, turn this back up to 100%, and take the polygon lasso tool, and we'll go ahead and do the same as we did before, and carefully cut out. And the reason we do this instead of just using the lasso tool is because the original photograph is not as sharp as you would think. Edges are not really that sharp. So I use the eraser tool to give a softer edge so it looks more realistic. If you just use this lasso tool and do this, the edges are going to be really harsh and sharp, and that is a telltale sign of a cheap Photoshop job. Double click down here, you're going to zoom back out and hit delete, and now we get rid of everything that we wanted to. Bring the background back on, and there we go. If we wanted to add a little shadows to make it look a little more realistic, you'd put a blank layer in between the top layer and the bottom layer, and then take a brush, go to the colors and pick pure black, hit OK, come down here, make this brush nice and wide, big, like a 200 point soft brush, and then you come down here and just simply add a little bit of shadowing. Then you could take this smudge brush and do the same 200% and smudge some of it back so it's really subtle. And then once you have it back further, then all you got to do is come to the opacity and watch this. It's out completely and start bringing it in just a tiny bit. See that? That's at 55%. I like that. Then I'm going to add a little more to just his hand by making a new layer, separate layer, and with the same brush, just go like this, like that. And then take the opacity down and then just bring it up just a tiny bit, just like that. Let's say 30% or so. And that's all there's to it. We were able to add these two people on the right here, and it looks like they're sitting here at the dinner table. Well, this is it for this tutorial. This is Rich calling it quits, saying over and out.